world. Tony and Sarah Zolecki, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And we got a good one for you today. So as you guys are jumping on, we'd love to hear where you're from. So feel free to put little comments and all that cool stuff on where you're calling in from. And we're going to talk about kind of the word that a lot of people are scared to talk about, which is brand. And I know for myself, when I heard about brand, it can be pretty intimidating, right? Hello, everybody.
Renee.
It can be a little bit intimidating. You could feel like you're not good enough, or oh my God, do I have to have all this crazy stuff to create this brand? And we want to talk to you guys about it today because you don't. We are two kids from the Midwest. We are doing a fancy video sitting on our living room couch. We don't have a crazy background. We don't have crazy stuff. Hey, by the way, shout out. Is this hat awesome or what? Mom life hashtag. I love this hat, by the way. It's so cool. And so we want to talk about a brand, okay? So we're going to kind of go back and forth. And I know for a long time, really, it was a long time that I used to get really freaked out about this whole brand thing. And I'd be like, Tony, we need a brand, we don't have a brand, how do we do this? And then
it was overwhelming, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when we thought about it.
Yeah, we're like, what are we, or what should we be? Do we need to be this power couple? Do we need to be this? What do we need to be? And we realized early on, we just need to be us. And we need to take, just our life in general and understand how we live our life, who we are already a brand. So the first thing for you guys to understand, you are already a brand. You're already a brand. And people just need to know your story. And so, whether you are using Facebook or other platforms to build your business through social media, I really believe that when people go onto your page, they need to have a reason to be connected with you. And then number two, they need to stay connected with you, right? So how do you do that? And also too, when people go to your page right away, do they know your story, right? All of us have important stories to tell. Your story is important. And I know for some of us, we can argue, well, we feel, you make yourself feel small, or my story's not important, or I live in a small town, or I haven't done anything big or amazing, or I don't have this or that. Your story matters and people need to hear it. But if they go to your Facebook page, what's the story that you're telling them, right? What is the story? And so they need to know a lot of these things which build your brand. So let's talk about it, right?
Yeah, and I remember I started like this. I took out a piece of paper. Sarah and I sat down at the table and we just said, what are we passionate about? Let's build our brand around what we're passionate about, what our interests are, what we love to have fun with every single day. So we literally started jotting stuff down on a piece of paper about what we were passionate about, which for us was family and entrepreneurship and
having fun.
And for me, sports.
Right.
For you,
everything. Relationships, right? Our life. And so I think it's important, when people go to your page, especially on Facebook, when they're connected with you, it's you need to give them, they need to know your story.
Yeah.
Right? They don't, if your whole, everything when they go, it's 30 seconds, right? 60 seconds when they go through, are you posting, I love animals, don't get me wrong, but if you're posting, all these cat videos, that doesn't give people a lot of value. That doesn't go, hey, I want to stay connected with you. Sometimes it might, and it might be some weirdos that want to stay connected with you, but they need to see things that, for us, when we sat down too, we went, you know what?
Yeah.
We're encouragers. So we want people, when they go to our page, that they're encouraged by us. They see quotes, they see posts, they see videos that inspire them to get better, right? And know that there's hope, right? And we want to be a light to them when there's so much junk that's out there that's not light. Right? So again, so on your page, you have to look at it and go, if people read my stuff right away, what would that say about me? Right? What would that say? And so, we are very particular with what we post. Granted, people know a lot of stuff about us. They know about our family and our kids and our life, right? And what we represent. But it's not I tell people too, some people say, well, I want to be private or whatever it may be. Well, we're on social media. So being private and all closed off and social it doesn't go together. Like, it doesn't go together. Now, that doesn't mean we air our dirty laundry and all that.
Right.
Because who wants to see that? Nobody, right? We all have our problems. If we all post them on here, it'd be pretty ridiculous. And no one wants to be connected with people like that, right? So we really steer clear of all that stuff because it just doesn't inspire. You know what I mean?
So all our posts, our shares, everything we do on our pages is all about what our passion is, what we love to have fun with, what we love talking about, what we identify, and we want, people to see and get excited about with us. So those are the things that we do. It's really simple. It's really basic. And I remember you saying, Tony, this is going to be about a year for us to consistently do this. It's not going to happen overnight. And I was like, why? It won't happen in a couple months? And you're like, no, this is going to be a year commitment of us consistently building this brand, putting it out there, getting known, what we stand for, what we're all about, and constantly daily keeping our finger on it. Because I know a lot of times, I started and stopped and you're like, what are you doing? You can't do that because you're just starting from scratch again, right? And the consistency is a big piece. And then, you were like, you have to be adaptable, Tony. You have to be able to adapt on the fly and be okay with that. But, keep being authentic. Transparency is what is huge today, especially on social media. And those are some things that really helped me from you just adding that to my daily things that I was doing on social media. So.
And also too, you attract who you are, right? And so it's an important thing is like, what are you attracting into your business, right? Especially on your Facebook stuff. So if you're attracting in kind of some yucky stuff or some weirdos or some things that like, you're just like, wow, why is this happening to me? Yeah. You have to go back and look at like, what are you continually posting about, right? What are you talking about, every single day? And so, again, I love food as much as everybody else, but like, it's funny, when I first was on Facebook, I'm a foodie at heart. I don't know if anybody else is a foodie. If you are, give me some ones. I'm a total foodie, but guess what? That posting food pics, you might think they look great, but half the time when people see them, they look disgusting. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen some of them, I'm like, oh my God, that looks terrible. I would never eat that. But then I realized too, like, that doesn't really give a lot of value. I mean, granted, do I do, a foodie pic every once in a while? For sure. Yep. But I don't do that every single day, right? And so I'm really careful on, I want to bring in people that are inspired by me, that go, you know what? I want to be part of what she's a part of. And so we don't post about our company, not because we're not embarrassed. We are so proud to represent our company, but we just feel like, you know what? People are drawn to you and they work ultimately with you. They choose to work with you in your business. And so if you're not bringing in those right type of people, you got to look at what are the things that you're posting every day and how are you living your life to attract those people. And so I think, don't get so like crazy on the brand. I just would get crazy on you. Get crazy on being authentic. Get crazy on living your life and, inspiring people. I mean, there's posts that I have done that people are like, you know what? I'm inspired to now go do that, to start doing that. Or maybe I stopped doing it. Now I'm going to continue, get back on the wagon and start doing that again. Those are the posts that I want to be a part of that inspire people or relight people, to really live the life that I feel that they're meant to live, which is way bigger than what the majority of people out there are living. They're living really small. And so for us, that's our brand. We want to we're life breathers. And, some people say, God, you guys are always so positive. But you know what though? Man, we have a lot more fun than being negative. We think about the days that we're negative and that day stinks. You know what I mean? It's like you just want to go to bed and just start over again. But when we attract people the right way and we're positive, it's awesome. So it's a much better way that we like to live. So
start building your brand around your passions, your interests, and just get started. Don't compare yourself to anybody else on social media. This is your journey, your brand.
It doesn't matter.
And a year from now, when everyone stops and you keep going, watch what happens to your brand and watch how big and crazy it gets and how much fun you have with it.
Yeah, awesome. So be you. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Take care.
Yep.
See ya.
Bye.